Hey everyone, my name is Leila and today I'm going to talk about my favorite Montale fragrances. I never realized that I will make a review of this brand because I always thought that this is not my brand, because a long time ago when I first tried Roses Musk and Intense Cafe, I realized that the brand's DNA, this very recognizable and typical Montale's Musk, is not my cup of tea. So that scared me to the degree that I decided not to try anything else from this brand. I realized that I don't like that musky aspect that is normally you can meet in fragrances that lean to the feminine side. It happens the same with the Mancera, and I realized that I like more fragrances that are leaning more to the masculine side, which are more ambery, patchouli, oudi type of fragrances that I really like. So I decided to try the fragrance from Montale, which was my very first one, and I liked it. And that was the fragrance that definitely was leaning more to the masculine side. It's totally unisex. I like it, I enjoy it, I use it. And I want to start my today's list with this fragrance that pulled all the other fragrances to my collection, and it's Honey Oud. I included this fragrance in my honey fragrances video, and I really liked it. This is the fragrance about honey and oud, and I would say honey is quite prominent for the first 30 minutes of the fragrance, so it's you can smell it really well in the opening. However, later on, I would say in the heart and base, I would say the main ingredient of this fragrance is oud. By the way, Pierre Montale in his last interview claimed that the oud they use in the majority of the fragrances is natural. The fragrance altogether, I would say, is honey, a bit sweet, just a tiny bit. It's not overly sweet, syrupy. A tiny bit sweet, oudi. It's quite oudi. It has a bit of patchouli, it has some leather, and it has some vanilla. So altogether, it's quite nice experience. It's quite cozy. It's very good for winter weather. It has also some ambery accord, I believe. Like, it creates the image of the yellow color. So because it's honey, probably. So nice fragrance, quite long lasting, the performance is great, and this is another thing that Pierre Montale is very famous for. It's the performance, the longevity, it's quite loud, so don't overspray. The next fragrance that I decided to try was the fragrance that I wanted for my winter holidays, to create this holiday mood, something to match this festive mood, and I think that was a very right and good choice. I decided to give a try to Red Aoud, and this is the case where the word oud presents in the name, however it doesn't play the main role. By the way, I didn't say anything about the packaging. I'm not a big fan of the packaging, just aesthetically, it's not my aesthetic. However, I must admit the bottles are really light and really easy to travel with, so because of their lightweighted, you don't need to make any decant. This fragrance, for me, is not about oud at all. I would say, even if it has oud, it's very far on the background, so don't be scared with this word. Altogether, the fragrance is borderline gourmand. If you baked cookies with rose-infused oil and rose petals, it's quite sweet, it's yummy, and you want to eat it, but someone, instead of normal icing, put the powder on the top, spread the powder on the top, and you are thinking if this is edible or not, to bite or not to bite. So for me, Red Aoud is something like this. It's really playful, attractive, uplifting. It creates that festive mood. So I got what I wanted. I like the performance of this fragrance again. It's a compliment getter, people around you like it. So it's like rosy cookie, like cookie dough or cookie itself, and a bit powdery. And I would say it's not the type of powder that men wouldn't wear. I believe this is a total unisex type of fragrance. I think even a man can wear it easily. However, I think probably it's more leaning to the feminine side. A very nice fragrance. It has musk, but that musk is not that prominent. It's not the same type of musk that I don't like in the other fragrances, like Roses Musk, like Intense Cafe. This is a different type of musk. It's not that potent from my point of view again. So nice one, Red Oud, really, really nice. And I was very happy that I got it. And I used it a lot, by the way, during this winter holidays. Let's talk chronologically. The next fragrance that I received with my next purchase from the online shop that I usually get my fragrances from was White Musk, and I received this small tester. And when I saw the word musk, I realized that this is something I shouldn't try, even because I was so scared of Montale's musk. And I thought this will turn me off from the, testing other fragrances. But I gave it a try and I didn't regret, because I liked it. I quite liked it. On the very start, this is a very retro type of powder that probably will remind you about your grandmother. Something really vintagey and retro, but for some reason I like it. I like the way it smells. The notes say it has violet, ylang and musk, and I would agree, yes, it has this violet type of powder aspect, like violet powder aspect. But again, I'm not a fan of violet, but in this case I like it. But altogether, after probably 30 minutes, this retro vibes are gone, and what you are left with is the fresh, laundry, crispy, clean type of musk that is normally associated with fresh laundry, with freshly ironed bedding. I don't have fragrances with this laundry soapy aspect in my collection. I have white musks that are quite powdery, yes, but this laundry, clean, fresh type of musk, I think I have only white musk from Narciso Rodriguez, this one in the white rectangular bottle, and I really, really like it. But that musk is a bit different for me. It's more like cotton, like cotton buds, like something white, clean, and really, how to say that, not transparent. This one is more transparent, I would say, in terms of if you visualize the fragrance. People compare it also to Not a Parfum from Juliette Hazegan or First Molecule, but I would say this is a very prominent type of musk. You can definitely smell it. It's very long lasting. It's definitely powdery. It's definitely soapy, and it creates a sillage. It lasts long, so it is different from those two fragrances I mentioned. So if you're looking for something really potent, musky, fresh, like soapy laundry type of fragrance, I will suggest you to give it a try. Just go and try to find something like this, the small tester bottle, or try it in the shop, in the store, and then buy it, because it's so retro on the start, it might scare you. So you need to try it first because you buy it. So I wouldn't say this is a safe blind buy. However, if you're not scared of that retro aspect in the very start, you will enjoy this fragrance definitely. So it was White Musk. The next fragrance I decided to try, and I didn't go for the full bottle blindly, and I'm happy that I didn't, was this small one, the Tester Oudmazing. And when I saw the pyramid, the list of notes, I was sure that I will like this fragrance because I like figs, I like grapes, I like patchouli. However, for some reason, I didn't like this fragrance, and I was so happy that I didn't go for the full bottle. Yes, it does have very noticeable fruity accord, floral accord, it has lots of patchouli, it has musk, but it's not that musky. But again, for some reason, this is not something that wowed me, something that touched my heart. It's nice altogether, it's not bad. However, it's quite generic, maybe it's not something new. I don't smell fig and grapes in this particular fragrance because I would say it's like abstract fruity accord. It's not figs, the figs that I like and I smell, let's say, in Womanity by Terry Mugler. Those are figs. real figs. But this one, no, it's like something very abstract. And altogether, I realized that I don't need Oudmazing. It's not my type of fragrance. But the other fragrance that I also ordered in a small bottle called Patchouli Leaves. And I fell in love with this fragrance and I used it all, as you may see, because it's just 100% what I liked, and I liked a lot. I liked to the degree that I decided to purchase a full bottle, a bottle like this, and I will open it for you. This will be a small unpackaging video, because, and this is how the fragrances come. They come in a small pouch, and this bottle looks like this. And the Patchouli Leaves, I would say, among all the patchouli fragrances that I have, are the easiest to use, probably because it's the sweetest and the most ambery one. In terms of sweetness, it's not like syrupy sweet, sticky sweet, like, you know, too sweet. Not at all. It has, again, that chocolatey accord, but it is so prominent. It's so obvious that this is chocolate vanilla plus patchouli. And what I also like in this fragrance is a very prominent amber. It's amber, patchouli, vanilla and chocolate. I would say this is what this fragrance is about. But at the same time, it's not 100% gourmand. It's not something that you want to eat. You don't smell like food. But again, this type of patchouli mixed with lots of amber, labdanum, vanilla and chocolate, very prominent chocolate aspect. Not prominent, it's not obvious, but like you can smell the chocolate aspect of patchouli more than in any other fragrances that I have. I don't know how this was achieved. Normally you have that a bit damp, as they call it, underground or basement type of patchouli, really moldy type of patchouli. They have the chocolate aspect, but this is not moldy. This is not that damp and underground type of patchouli. It's, again, being quite prominent and realistic patchouli. At the same time, it's chocolatey, it's ambery, and amber here is really, really prominent because of that labdanum and vanilla accord. It creates that amber vibes, that amber accord, and that's what I like a lot about this fragrance. So I'm very happy that I got it finally, because I was looking for it everywhere. It wasn't available, and I managed to find it for a reasonable price, and I'm so happy that I got it, because I know that I will use it. Since I used the whole tester bottle, I know that I will be using this one because I really, really like this type of patchouli. Yes, it's quite similar to patchouli from Reminiscence, but that patchouli, I have patchouli elixir, not the patchouli itself, patchouli elixir. But this one has a bit more of chocolate and a bit more of vanilla and a bit more of amber, much more of amber. That's why I like this more than patchouli elixir from Reminiscence. The next fragrance is a total dupe of the fragrance that I'm a big fan of. I'm talking about Red Vetiver. It looks very much like Red Aoud. The packaging is the same. And this is a dupe of Terdermas. And I love Terdermas. That's the fragrance that I gifted to my husband, and he used the whole 100 ml bottle as his office fragrance, and I'm a big fan of that fragrance. And this is, I would say, very similar. It's a dupe. However, I must admit that Terdermas is deeper, it's richer, it has more facets. It's like, it changes, it's more sophisticated. However, this fragrance is more long-lasting. It will give you more sillage, it's more prominent, it's more potent, Like Terre d'Hermès lasts for about 4 to 5 hours. It's average, I would say, performance. However, this one is very potent. This one is beast mode. I would call it a more linear version of Terre d'Hermès with beast performance. This fragrance took the main ingredients, the main notes, the main accords like grapefruit, vetiver. It smells in the sillage pretty much the same. Yes, it will smell different if you smell it from your skin closely. However, in the sillage it will be the same. Then it depends on what you choose. If you choose a deeper, more sophisticated version, but that will last you only, let's say, 4 to 5 hours, or something more prominent, I would say this is less office friendly in case if you spray more than 2, because it's quite potent. But again, if you don't have any fragrance code in your office, you're welcome to use this one. The last fragrance in today's list is the fragrance that I also really liked, and I purchased it blindly, and I'm so happy that I did that. This is Intense Black Oud. There is a fragrance that is very popular, one of the best sellers, which is called Black Oud, but this one is an intense version of that fragrance. And Black Oud is the fragrance that is very similar to my favorite from Mancera, which is called Black to Black. That's the fragrance that was first exclusively created for Dubai. It smells like Dubai, but this is the intense version of Black to Black, because I believe that Black Oud and Black to Black are very similar, since the branches they belong to the same person, and they sometimes repeat themselves. So you can find the same fragrances in Mancera, or you can find in Montale. And again, this is the alternative, the same, I would say, the brother fragrance of Black to Black, but in a more intense version. And this is my favorite combination of rose and oud, with a bit of leather aspect, with a bit of saffron. It's very nice. It's amazing. It smells like Dubai. It smells luxury. It smells money. It smells like $1 million to me, and it's really loud. It fills the whole room. It's like, I don't know. It's better not to overspray this, even if you go outside on the fresh air, because this is so potent. This is so intense. But I still like it. I spray just a little bit, and it's more than enough. And I love this very intensive rose, oud, and patchouli combination. This is definitely rose, oud, patchouli, saffron, leather a little bit. Very nice, very luxurious, very dark at the same time. This is a dark fragrance, definitely. This is a dark rose. I would say it's a black rose. Maybe another name that I could give to this fragrance would be black rose. Gothic type of fragrance for me. You want to wear something black when you wear this. It's perfect for winter time. It's not overly sweet, by the way. It's not overly woody for me. Like, it's not that skanky barnyard, animalic oud, not at all. I would say it is quite authentic, but at the same time very easy to wear type of oud. So if you are a man or a woman, it doesn't matter, because for me this is totally unisex. However, someone might see this as more masculine. For me, it's a total unisex. If you're looking for a very beautiful oud and rose combination, very loud, very loud. If you want people to notice that you came, just go ahead and try this one. It's a new, I believe, release, like not that new. It came after Black Oud, and I like it. I like it a lot. And I like the gradient on the bottle, by the way. So this fragrance, I don't know if it's necessary to say, lasts forever. So be careful. In case if you spray it on your clothes, you will not be able to spray something else the next day. The fragrance will stay there until you wash it, and probably even after you wash it, you'll still smell it. So be careful. This is the most powerful, the most intensive fragrance from my whole today's list. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed my review. If you did, as always, I will appreciate your thumbs up and your likes, because this is a great support for my channel, my growing channel. If you haven't yet subscribed and you enjoyed the content, I invite you to do so. Don't forget to press that notification bell not to miss the next video. As always, I also invite you to visit my Instagram page, and if you like the content, don't forget to subscribe. I want to thank you for watching me, and I hope to see you in my next video as always. Bye!